Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Dice Challenge. Oh my goodness, this challenge has been so much fun. I do have a link in the description of this video where I got the idea and inspiration for this challenge. It was on the niche forums, and it was called the Lucky Challenge, so I'll go ahead and link that down below in case you want to read up about it more. But we are using dice to pretty much help pick every single thing that we're doing in this niche save, and it's been a lot of fun. So far, our niche leader is Nut, and she is a blind female, and she's blind as a bat, and oh my goodness, she's leading her people. We currently can only have 11 Nichlings in our tribe, as long as Nut is alive and the leader. And when we decide to leave this island, we will have to go to this island over here because we rolled. So let's go ahead and get started. So, lovely Nut has had one child so far, which is a little Fluffy here, a little female with round ears, platypus beak, and a nice little fluffy tail. And I guess since she is the leader's daughter, we're going to go ahead and set her gems to pink just like her. And we'll do that. And then I guess we'll set Shadow. Maybe we'll set like the females who have babies. We'll set their gems maybe to kind of like remember who's who. Maybe, we'll see. So we'll set Mist to yellow because Mist did have, Mist is the child of little Shadow here. So there we go. So let's go ahead and get started. These two Nichlings over here, Shadow and Bark, are pretty useless at catching berries, and they're pretty useless at catching fish. I don't really know what they're good at. I guess they're good at collecting things like foliage. I guess they'll be our explorers and kind of explore around this island for us to see what we can find, maybe? I don't even know. But little Mist here does have gills, so I'm wondering if he'll be a little bit better at collecting fish. So let's go ahead and send him in the water to see if he is good at doing that. He didn't find any fish yet. And then over here, we have little Fluffy, who I think will be good in the water too, with the platypus beak. I think she can actually like find things in the water with her beak. So maybe we'll move her over there. So Nut is actually able to collect these berries. And then Fluffy can collect berries too, but let's go ahead and move her. It's kind of scary though, because Nut is blind, so she kind of needs help. But we'll move Fluffy for now over here. Maybe Fluffy can move to this berry bush too. I think she can actually collect berries as well. Alright. Oh my goodness. So let's go ahead and see what the next day brings for us. And little Fluffy is now an adult of her own, so that is nice to see. And maybe once Mist is also an adult, we can breed these two together to see what type of babies they can have. So that'll be interesting. And let's go ahead and move Fluffy over here to collect the berries. Nice. And let's go ahead and move Bark back over this way since he is our only male. So he's our only option to really mate with right now instead of Mist, but Mist is still just a little baby. So let's go ahead and breed. And oh, we were not successful. And oh, not successful again. And alright, so there is a little bit infertility going on there, so we'll have to be careful with that. But yeah, so with this challenge we can't see their genes, so there is a chance that one of our Nichlings, like maybe like Fluffy or Mist, could be completely infertile and we wouldn't even know. We could be trying for babies with them and like it just wouldn't work. Oh my gosh, I guess that's how we would know. But yeah, that's what makes this challenge really fun and interesting. Alright, Shadow, why don't you help clear out some of this area since you're not really good at really anything. Oh my gosh. And then Mist, can you find some fish for us? Let's see, I don't see any fish over here. There were a few before. I think he can actually collect fish. And then what does this mean? Cooled down, being cooled down by the water. Alright, so that's good to know. So let's go ahead and see what Nut's second child is going to be. And a beautiful baby boy. Are you healthy? I think you're healthy. Yeah, you didn't get sick. So his name is Quail, and he looks very much like his father. So that is very interesting. They have the same ears. I think their nose is a little bit different. He has his mom's nose, and it looks like he has the web paw and also a deformed paw. Looks like he also has gills maybe. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so hard to kind of just look at nichlings and kind of like try to see what they even have. But that's what makes it really fun. All right, Fluffy, you can collect these berries. And then Nut, you'll be on berry duty over here. And then little Quail can actually pop out of the nest right away, which is nice. And Bark, why don't you go ahead... Oh, Peaceful Bear. Okay, so Peaceful Bears are okay. As long as we don't attack them, we'll be fine. So let's go ahead and clear up some of this area. And then we have little Mist here, who is on fishy duty. But I don't really see any fish. Oh no. And these waters over here look really deep. And I'm a little bit concerned about that. Let's go ahead and move back this way, I guess, with that one. And see what we can find. And I guess we should change Quail's gems to pink too, since he is the son of... Oh, I have a lot of gem colors. Oh no. I think that's pink. Since he is the son of Nut. Alright, so the next day is going to... That's a good day. Oh, it looks like Little Mist is now an adult. Let's go ahead and change his gem to yellow. And we could try for a baby with Fluffy and Mist together and see what type of babies they can have. Since we still have nichlings that we're able to have into our tribe, since we can have 11 nichlings as long as Nut is the leader, and we currently only have 6. We are getting a little bit low on food. So that is something that we're going to have to keep in mind too. Let's go ahead and have Fluffy collect these berries. We will have Nut collect the berries over here. And I guess we can have her attempt to dig. We can attempt to do some digging. Quail, we can go ahead and change your gem now to pink. There we go. And then Bark, why don't you explore out this way a little bit along with Shadow to kind of see what we could find out there. And then Little Mist, can you find some fish for us? And then we can see if we can actually collect the fish easily. And then Quail, I don't think you're going to be able to collect berries either with your web paw and your deformed little paw. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we continue. But let's go ahead and see the next day. It looks like there's a little mole there, but I don't think anybody can really get it. Where did all the fishies go? Oh, there's a fishy. Can you get it? Try to catch the fish. So you're not really good at collecting fish either. But it looks like you do have digging paw. Alright, so you're not a fisher. I guess we'll try. You were unsuccessful. Alright, so we will search for roots, I think, with Little Mist, because I think that is a little digging paw right there. So I think that will be your mission, to go ahead and search for the roots that are on this little island. And then Fluffy, you can go ahead and start collecting berries at this one. I hope that it rains again, because if it rains, then we'll have some more berries. And then Quail, why don't you work on... Oh, there's a root right there, so we can go ahead and have Mist come over there in just a second. And then you two are kind of useless, but let's go ahead... Oh, you did find another berry bush, so that is good to know. So you can go ahead and tell your blind leader that you did find another berry bush. Can she get to it? Let's go ahead and have her start blindly waddling this way to go ahead and get to that berry bush, so she can collect that stuff. And hopefully everything will be okay when she goes over there. Can she get to it? Okay, she can. Good. So she can go ahead and collect these berries. So good job, guys. I guess you guys are... Oh, and there's another one. See? They're not completely useless. They're able to do some work. And, ooh, who's this? Moth. So here is a random nichling that has appeared into our tribe. So we are going to roll to actually see if Moth should join our tribe. So we are going to set the rule or the dice to 2. And 1 will be Moth can join us. And 2 will be no, Moth cannot join us. No, absolutely not. So let's go ahead and roll to see what we get. And 2. Moth, you are not allowed to join us. You're not invited. You don't even go to this school. So you're gonna have to go. Leave us alone. You are not our friend. You are our enemy. Or I don't know if we'll go that far. I don't think we're enemies. Just not quite yet. Alright, so little quail, you can go ahead and explore this way. And then Mist, you are searching for roots. So there are some roots over there. So let's go ahead and move you there, and you can go ahead and pick those up. Perfect. And then Fluffy, go ahead and take the berries. Can we... Oh, you can't even fight him, can you? Alright, so there's no berries there anymore. There is another berry bush over this way, so maybe we'll send Fluffy up there to go ahead and help with that, since there looks like there's a little bit more berries over there. Alright, and how long does Nut have? Nut has 8 days left of her reign, of her leadership. I wonder if we should start having some babies, maybe between Mist and Fluffy, 2 of the children that were born on the island. Oh, and it looks like actually Quail is now an adult too, so we can go ahead and set his gems. There we go. So we got 2 males and 1 female in the like 2nd generation. So I wonder, who should Fluffy choose as a mate, at least for her first baby? I think I'll let the dice decide that. So for number 1, Mist will be her mate for her first baby, and for 2, Quail will be her mate for her first baby. So let's go ahead and roll. So we picked a 1. So Mist, you will be the mate of her first baby. So since they're going to be trying for babies together, let's go ahead and set their mutations. And set our dice to 8. And we are going to be working in row 3 for our first mutation, which starts with toxic body. And in that row, we are going to be picking number 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So wing. Okay, interesting. So now Mist has a wing there. And let's go ahead and roll for another one. So 8 is actually the last row. So let's go ahead and roll to see what we will be working with in there. And number 8, which is pattern shape C. So those are Mist's mutations that he's going to be giving to his future offspring. And then Fluffy, let's go ahead and set yours too. So you are going to have 6. So row number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be hemophilia row. And in that row we will be choosing number 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. White pattern for your future children. Oh, you didn't click on it. Let's go ahead and do that now. There we go. White pattern right there. And let's go ahead and set it to 8 again. And we're going to be working with row number 4. And in row number 4, we are going to be choosing 12. So I think it would be black eyes. All right. So those are the mutations set for these 2 little nichlings. And I guess we'll try to have a baby with these 2. Maybe we'll set the baby's gem to like pink, yellow, pink, since it'll be a baby between these 2. We'll have to see kind of how we want to set the gems in the future. But let's go ahead and move Fluffy over into the nest. And let's go ahead and move Mist over here. And they can try for a baby. Not successful. They might be infertile and we wouldn't even know. All right, so they were not successful like 4 times. So we'll see what happens. We'll give it a couple turns, and if not, I guess we'll try with we'll try with Quail, because there is a chance that they might be infertile together. So ooh gosh, that's scary. That is scary news. All right, Nut, go ahead and collect these berries, and then Bark, why don't you go ahead and look around with Shadow and start clearing out some more areas over here. And we are out of moves. All right, so getting a little bit lower on food. Hopefully we can figure it out soon. Let's go ahead and try again. All right, so they were successful that time. Okay, so it's a little bit rough for these 2, but they were able to do it, so that's good to know. And then Mist can actually collect roots So let's go ahead and see. There's that bear over there. So there is a route, like I think the closest one is right over here. So let's go ahead and move him over there so we can collect those up with your lucky digging paw. So there we go. We go ahead and get that root. And then Quail is busy exploring over here, unlocking the island that way. And Nut, why don't we go ahead and move you closer to these two. And then you guys be on the hunt for more berry bushes and more sources of food for us. Start clearing out all of this island. At least they're collecting nesting material for us. So that will be nice. Alright guys, so what baby will Fluffy and Mist have? What type of Nichling baby? Is it going to be a healthy baby? I hope it's a healthy baby. Because if we have sickness in this tribe, it's going to be really, really difficult. Oh my goodness. Do we have a baby that was born with a wing? Only one wing. Big giant ears. It looks like gills for his head. What is the head called? Oh, hold on. Let me check. It is called... yeah, gills. So underwater breathing. So you have gills, a wing, and big ears. Oh my goodness. And it looks like you have velvet paw too. So a very, very interesting little girl. And her name is Lilac. So welcome, Lilac, to our tribe. And hopefully you will have a successful life living amongst us. But it is raining now, so that is nice to see. And let's see, Fluffy, are you able to collect the berries? Who was able to do it? Was it Mist, maybe? Oh, there's more berries too. Okay, so Nut's able to collect berries. You can only see this berry bush. So let's go ahead and get that. And then can you cannot collect that. So where are the other roots at? There's some roots over this way. There is a mole too. Alright, so let's go ahead and move you over here. Oh, and there's another nest over there too. So that is nice to see. And let's go ahead and move you out there. There's another berry bush. So that is nice. Go ahead and clear out all these things and stuff. Alright, and then little Fluffy, I think, yeah, you can help collect berries. So we'll have you help collect berries. And then Lilac, you can go ahead and pop out of the nest right away, little one. And there we are. Alright, so I'm so glad it's raining though, because that is helping our berry production quite a bit. So there we go. And somebody got a leech, actually, which was little Quail. There's a fish right there, but you're not able to fish. Even though you have... what is the body called? Let me go ahead and check. You have water body. So you have swimming and underwater breathing, but you cannot fish. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go ahead and have you... well, guess we'll bring you back up here. And hopefully somebody can get the leech off of you. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that leech. And then let's go ahead and start clearing up over this side of the island to see what we can find. And then Lilac, so since you have Velvet Paw, are you able to get berries? There's no food there. See, this is going to help a lot to really like let me learn exactly what each like Nichling mutation can do, because it's going to be hard. And then Mist, you are on root collecting duty. So let's go ahead and get that root right there. And then there's another root over that way that you can go ahead and collect. And our poor little blind leader, she only has 4 days left of her life. Oh my goodness gracious. That bear scares me every single time, but we'll be okay. Everything will be okay. Alright, you go ahead and get those berries. And then there is a root right over here that you can go ahead and collect. So that is nice to see, and it looks like there's another one right over that way too. And then, let's see, we have no one over there anymore. So we can have Bark. Oh, Bark is gonna die! Bark, you're gonna pass away soon! Oh no! Our little Bark is going to be the first Nichling that dies in our tribe. That's gonna be so sad. Oh no. Alright, so Bark, let's have you continue exploring this way. Who are you? Minnow! Alright, Minnow. Looks like Minnow is about to die though. So I wonder if we should even roll to invite Minnow to even join us, because Minnow's gonna die. So I don't think we'll even roll for him to see if he should join us for now. And then Shadow is getting quite old too. So we'll have to keep that in mind as well. Alright, and then we have Quail. We'll have you... Yeah, let's continue exploring out this way a little bit. And then Fluffy, you can actually collect these berries. And then there is another berry bush over here that we can start working on too. And then Lilac. Can you collect berries? You can. So that is nice to know that you can actually help collect the berries. And then I think we have no more moves available. Oh my goodness. Shadow. Bark's gonna die. It is Bark's very last day with us. And goodbye, Bark. Goodbye. Just like that, he's gone forever. He's gone forever. That's so, so sad. Oh my. And then I think Shadow is gonna die too. And then Nut has 2 more days left. Oh my goodness. And then we're gonna have to choose a new leader. Wow. I wonder who the next leader is going to be. We're going to roll for a new leader. And every adult will be in the running to potentially become the new leader of this tribe. So that'll be quite interesting to see. And with a new leader, we will have a new tribe limit. So we might have to be kicking people out. And looks like Nut cannot see anything anymore. So let's go ahead and move Mist over here so that she can actually see the nuts and collect them. There we go. And she has 1 remove. Let's go ahead and remove that. All right. And goodbye, Shadow. You were a good Nichling. You gave us a child and you helped clear out the land. And goodbye. Oh my, goodbye. Alright, and that means that our lovely leader Nut will be passing away in the next turn too. And in the next episode, we will have to pick a new leader. But I hope you guys are enjoying the dice challenge. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in another episode. Bye!